What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and welcome back to the Alchemist code. Now, this video is brought to you by Dark Juan, who suggested that I revisit this title because it just had a version 2.0 update, as well as a pretty hype collaboration with Final Fantasy 15, believe it or not. So I thought, you know what? It's been about a year and some change since I last looked at this video. Let's jump back in. Now, if you're out there and you're watching this video and there is a game that you want me to take a look at or revisit, either tweet me or leave it in the comment section below and I'll get to it as soon as I can, all right? So with all that being said, let's jump back into the Alchemist code. I'm gonna start off with kind of taking a look at my units. Now, I highly recommend, if you download this game, to download all of the data, because it'll just make the game run a lot smoother. It took me about an hour to download all the data on a gigabit connection, so there's a lot here, or the servers are just kind of backed up, I don't know. But it did absolutely take a pretty long time to get all of the data. Now, you know what I always say when I look at hero collectors? Hero collectors only as fun as the heroes that you can collect, and I don't think you can really beat having a freaking Final Fantasy 15 collaboration. Look at this. Now, unfortunately, this is the only Final Fantasy that I haven't played, so I don't even know these characters, but I respect it. I respect it. Now, the really cool thing about this, hold on, I want you guys to be able to see this or hear this. You ready for this? They talk so much in the screen, but hold on. That right there sold me. I was like, you know what? I gotta play this game a little longer. So characters, I think they do a really good job. They are chibi, but overall some of the higher tier characters have a good amount of detail. Now, this game has so much content in it right now. It's a good thing and a bad thing. If you're a brand new player, if you're a player like myself that hasn't played the game in a while, it's just so much to take in. So my advice is to just follow the challenges, and that'll kind of guide you through the game little by little. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna jump into some combat here, and I'm just gonna do auto setup so you guys can just kind of see my squad here, and then we're gonna jump right into combat. Now, as far, you know, I've played quite a few different strategy RPGs on mobile, and I have to say that this has the most in-depth strategy RPG combat system on mobile, period. Like, this game, when it comes to at least the combat system, wouldn't feel out of place on a console or a Nintendo DS or something like that. That's how in-depth this combat system is, and I'll try to show you a little bit here once we get into combat. Just skip the story for right now. The only story that I'm paying attention to is the Final Fantasy 15 collaboration story. I'm not really paying attention to this story, so just letting you guys know. So this is my bard here. Gonna do attack up on all of my allies here. Now, this is what I was saying before. Now, this game, my friends, has everything you need in a strategy RPG. So first of all, there is elevation advantages and disadvantages. So if you're in the same plane, if you're in a higher plane or a lower plane, there's advantages and disadvantages. There's of course an elemental system where water beats fire, fire beats grass, etc. There are different types of attacks, charge up attacks that if you don't time correctly, you'll miss. So there are certain abilities where it'll take you a turn or two to actually do the attack. So I'm just gonna make up an example, like a fireball, for example. A fireball might take you 2 turns to cast, so you gotta make sure the enemy that you're going to target is still going to be in that range. And the same thing for heals. There are some heals that take multiple turns. So if you're like not paying attention and you move your hero out of the range of that heal, you just lost it. So there's a lot of strategy and a lot of in-depth tactics here to really kind of pay attention to. In addition to that, you also have to, I just messed that up. I didn't want to do that. But you also have to pay attention to the way you face your back after your turn is up as well. So quite a lot of stuff going on here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end my turn here and show you a little bit more. And like I said, you can also kind of spin the camera around as well. Jump on some elevation. I'm gonna throw a rock at you just to be a jerk. Just to be a jerk. Yeah, I actually have an ability that's a rock toss. We're gonna put it on ×2 speed to kind of go a little faster. And like I said, to kind of protect my back, I'm gonna be making sure that after I end my turn, I'm facing towards the enemy. That way I don't take additional damage. So a lot of stuff going on here. I think because this archer is below me, he does less damage, but if he was above me, he would do more damage. So once again, you just really don't see this type of depth on strategy RPGs on mobile. I'm just gonna use my bar. I thought I was gonna be able to kill you there. Once again, make sure I'm facing forward. This is like my strongest character right here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to reach anything, unfortunately. I actually, you know what? I don't really need to use this, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Now this is the example that I was talking about. So I'm gonna go ahead and target the unit itself. Now give that a turn. It's not gonna go off just yet. So hold, and now it actually goes off. So even though I casted it, a few turns ago, I still had to make sure that, I wasn't going to screw myself over in the long run. So Marksman, I'm just gonna do leg shot just to show off a little bit more abilities here. Here's the Final Fantasy 15 collaboration character. Like I said, you get him for free just by logging. Well, I got him for free for logging in. So I'm pretty sure everyone does, but that is that. Just gonna move up to you again. Actually, I'm gonna move back one. I'm gonna throw a rock at you again. This is my main character, and apparently he just loves throwing rocks. He does have some melee attacks, but everyone else everyone has a rock toss. It's pretty funny. Just for giggles, I'm gonna do Song of the Warrior once again. Use my bard to get everybody all energized in my turn. I don't really need to move. Oh, actually, look at that. I didn't even realize he was under me like that. Didn't even realize that. But easy prey. See you later. I love collaborations. I really do. And I think this game has had multiple. I can't name one for you, but I think they've had multiple. And then, oh, I still can't get down. I can't get down. Oh, man. I think so certain characters, for example, like archers and bards, they can kind of jump down from terrain, but I don't think my knight can. So let me test that theory. Let me test it. I'm just gonna end my turn now, make sure I'm facing that. Yes, so see, my bard can actually jump down from here, but my knight could not. So certain units still have, outside of just their abilities, they all have different types of advantages and disadvantages once you're on the battlefield. And like I said, I'm not doing it any justice in this video because I haven't played this game in such a long time. I'm just kind of getting back into it. But hopefully, this kind of gives you an idea of what's going on in this game. I'm gonna just do a charge shot just to, once again, kind of show you not all abilities go off instantly. I'm just gonna end your turn here. But hopefully I'm showing you enough of the game to kind of pique your interest, and then you can go in there and be better than me in the game, which shouldn't be hard to do. So that is combat inside Alchemist Code. Now there's also an autoplay as well, but of course the autoplay is not gonna play as great. A lot of the times they just kind of sing your weak units right up front. Also during the story mode, I think this is still a thing, but back when I used to play, if your main protagonist dies, it's over. So they don't really kind of take care of you like you would take care of you, but actually we're gonna do this. We're gonna jump in here and I'm gonna actually try to do just straight auto to see how good they perform. And I'm kind of strong, so we're probably gonna be okay. But I know a lot of people out there, there's two different types of crowds out there, people that love autoplay and people that don't love autoplay. Some people won't play a game if there's not an option to kind of relax some days, because you gotta log in every day in these games. So sometimes it's nice to have autoplay. So I'll put it on auto here and we can kind of see how well they'll perform and see if they won't get me killed here. See, they're throwing my main character right up front with the rock toss. Now, when it comes to abilities, there's a lot of min-maxing on your abilities. So you can bring certain types of abilities to combat with you. You can power up certain ones. There's a lot of depth into building your character. Once again, I'm not going to really do it a lot of justice in this video because I'm just kind of coming back myself. But a very, very popular game, always being updated. I looked this morning and it was about the 18th highest grossing RPG on mobile. So it's gonna be around for a while. I don't think you're gonna have to really worry about this game going away. And considering the fact that they just got a collaboration with Square, that's a pretty big deal. I'm sure that wasn't something that they just give anybody. Well, I take that back. You know that city builder game, that Final Fantasy 15 city builder? Maybe they do just give that license away to anyone. Maybe they do. Maybe I can get that license. Maybe I should call up Square and get a Final Fantasy 15 license for something. But yeah, looks like auto did pretty well there. So that is an option if you don't want to have to go through the full strategy every single time. If you can kind of outpower the content, you can do that as well. So that is the gist of the game, and like I said, there is so much content in the game: story, event, or multiplayer. There's character events, key quest tower. In addition to that, there's also PvP. So a lot of stuff going on. If I were you, what I would do is just kind of do your challenges here, because the challenges will kind of lead you through the game little by little, and don't get so inundated with all of this content that you're so overwhelmed that you quit. Just use the challenges to let the game guide you through little by little. And as you do challenges, you will also get loot, characters, equipment, all that good stuff. So it'll teach you the game little by little, and it'll get you some free stuff. So that's my recommendation, because I think as soon as you jump into this game, you're gonna realize there is a year's worth of content here by far. So let's go ahead and do some of our summons here to end off the video, see if I get anything good. So when I logged on, I got a bunch of tickets way down here at the bottom under ticket summons. So I got a 4-star ticket, a soul encounter ticket, which I don't know what that is, rare unit ticket, gear projection ticket, rare equipment ticket, pre-registration equipment ticket, which I thought I probably would have used that a long time ago, but I didn't. 5-star ticket, 4-star ticket, and a 4-star equipment ticket. So I'm not gonna worry about the equipment tickets in this video, but let's take a look at some of these hero tickets here, see what type of characters that we get. I don't know if they're gonna be good or not, so when I see them, I won't know any better. But I'll still take a look and judge them based on how cool they look. Ultra rare, looks like very cool. I like that. All right, ultra rare ninja shinobi chick. Her name is Yomi. I'll take it, absolutely, sounds cool. All right, how do I go back to my summoning here? Oh, I should have just pressed OK. Good job, FG, good job. Way to waste time. Summon, let me try to speed back in here again. Sorry about that, guys. All the way to the bottom. Okay, let's do this 4-star ticket, and I'll skip the animation this time. Vincent, okay. No idea. Rare unit summon ticket. What's it, like that's a weird, is it 4-star, is it 5-star? Like what is it? They just call it a rare. Least favorite so far, Dessel. Not a fan there. What is a soul encounter ticket? I'm just gonna click on this just for giggles. I don't know what this is. I still don't know what that is. All right, moving on. Moving on. Like I said, I'm gonna skip all the equipments because that's not anything fancy. And let's do this last 4-star summon ticket here. And we got our, oh, I love characters that use these like razor blade edge ring thingies, like this dancer type of weapon here. Yep, she's a dancer. Her second job is samurai, and then her third job is chronomancer. So very cool. Very cool. So that is that. Like I said, in these videos, I just want to kind of bring these games onto your radar. These are games that other subscribers and other viewers are playing. So, you know, there's all kinds of games out there, right? Just because a game isn't brand new doesn't mean it's not being played anymore. There are people playing tons and tons of games on mobile that have been out for years at a time. So hopefully I can kind of shed some light on some of those other titles that you might have remembered a long time ago and you kind of forgot about. And maybe they've done a bunch of updates. Maybe there's a reason why you quit and now they have fixed that reason. So hopefully that'll, you know, I can do that. I really wanted to do his thing again. Oh, I can do it. Ready? This is how we're gonna end the video. You ready? That's not what I want you to do. That's not what I want you to do. Come on. And with that being said, once again, guys, my name is FG3000. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next video. Later.